This video is for the frozen water agents. It is for the DHS agents. It is for every single three-letter agency who is helping DHS and their terrorizing of American cities. This is for you because you think that you won't be held responsible, but you will be held politically and socially responsible. So watch as you see how everything you have worked for in this reality will fall when this falls, okay? You will see that you will not be forgiven for the actions you take. I was just following orders is not an excuse. The federal is above the state is not an excuse because that is not real. Article 6 Supremacy Clause is only a part when it comes to federal above the state. It is actually the Constitution above the branches. The federal is above the state when it is an obedience to the Constitution, which is something that has been eroded within this administration, right? Which allows for resolve outside of tradition, outside of the constitutional text. We know this because of Federal 78 through 83. Let me show you a text. Federalist 78 by our founding father, Alexander Hamilton, until the people have, by some authoritative act, that is Article 5, that is an amendment, annul or change the established form. So the Constitution, it is binding upon themselves collectively as well as individually, and no presumption or even knowledge of their sentiments can warn the representatives and a departure from it prior to such an act. You see, it says representatives, but it also means the courts, right? It also means the executive. It also means you. If you actually read Federal 78 through 83, it talks about this constitutional supremacy above even the judiciary, because it is the people, the people's text, the Constitution, that should guide you. And the fact that you think that a president can negate the constitutional text and recreate laws and regulations that you have to follow promote you as a private security police force, right? In that reality, what are these consequences that we will give to you? One is a termination of you and every single agent, even those outside of DHS, including FBI, DEA, who have been on the streets terrorizing American cities. You who have already kidnapped Americans, including those without citizenship, because those who are within our territory are Americans, even if they cannot vote. You who have picked them up, you will be terminated without benefits, without any assistance whatsoever. You will be straight to the unemployment line. A reach, but something that we will fight for, is a public database of a list of agents who were participating in it. The point is that you are forbidden from going into government, so no elected or appointed office, but also no law enforcement, including that of our government, that of local and state, and that also of security, right? And also bounty hunter, any sort of enforcement, you are forbidden from actually being in. The next one, which I'm excited for, is the removal of your passport. So you're not allowed to leave this country until you pass. Because you are what? An enemy of the Constitution, which means that you can leave and then, go help some other country like Russia. So you will stay in the country and will not be allowed to leave. This includes not only these agents, but also any political elected or appointed, including in the judiciary, official who is removed for disqualification, for treason, whatever it is. Your passports are removed forever. We will know exactly who you are, exactly what you did, and your family will suffer the social consequences. That doesn't mean, illegal consequences. That means shunning. That means exclusion. That means ensuring that your life is miserable because people know who you are. We are going to unmask you even if your local or state policies do not allow for that, because ultimately your name is on a list that cannot be removed, right? It cannot be destroyed. We will know that you participated and you will suffer the political consequences of those actions. Everything that you have built right now will be collapsed as soon as this is over, and I'm living for it.